Cut.
Hi guys, my name is Ejidia and I've got a story for you. It's called the 8-Planet Story. Long time ago, there were actually 9 planets. But Pluto is now a dwarf planet. Now there are only 8 planets. This hot star in the middle of our solar system is called the Sun. Next to the Sun is called Mercury. Its surface is just hot. Its surface cools down, but it never cools down. It's still so hot. Moving on is Venus, the hottest planet on the solar system. It's hotter than Mercury, but Venus has so much hot surfaces. For next is Earth. Earth, our home planet. It gives us life and respect. And Earth can be our next home. Earth is actually our next home. Moving on will be Mars. Mars is not hotter than anything. It's not hot than anything. So Mars is just rocky. And when Mars had robots like Curiosity and Perseverance, they were exploring Mars. Mars was rocky and rockier, all the way to the other rocks. So, moving on, we got Jupiter. It has no solid surface. You just float around, and it gives you anything. Like Jupiter is a big gas giant. Jupiter can only be the biggest planet ever. And now, moving on, we'll have Saturn, the ringest planet. Saturn is the closest planet on Jupiter. Saturn is Jupiter's friend. And Saturn has the most rings. So, when Saturn has no rings, it's just a planet. But when it has its rings, it's just Saturn. So we'll have Uranus. Its surface is also cold, but in the morning it's very cold. So, like Uranus is an ice planet. Uranus is not a gas giant, more than Jupiter and Saturn, but Uranus is the coldest. Also has rings. Only one ring, but as for Saturn, it has many. So we're moving to Neptune. It's colder than Uranus, but Neptune is the coldest planet. Like Neptune is just an ice planet than Uranus. Neptune is also an ice giant, but it's bigger than Uranus. And now our dwarf planet is Pluto, the smallest planet, or it's a dwarf one. Pluto was once a planet, but now it's a dwarf planet. Dwarfs are not good because when they're small, they're dwarf, but when they're big, they're planet. It's not about size, it's just this. So, like Pluto is so tiny that you never can see it. So, like Pluto, you can't see it. You can't see it ever. You never see it and never. Pluto is so tiny. It's just a dwarf. And that's the end of my story. Thank you guys. Subscribe for more.